Narcissistic personality disorder is one of the most interesting personality disorders because most of us feel like we know somebody who's a narcissist, and probably we do. Most of us are familiar with the idea of narcissism or narcissists. They basically are very self-centered, and this is the hallmark of the personality disorder, but it goes to an extreme that can lead to problems. They're so insistent on being considered the best or only associating with the best. They believe that they're entitled to special treatment and that other people and other people's needs matter less. So there was one study done in England where they evaluated executives from various companies, and they evaluated inmates at the local prison, and they found that the rate of narcissism was about equal between the two groups. And what this tells us is an important point about psychiatric symptoms and psychiatric traits in general, is that they exist along a continuum, and the presence of a particular trait by itself doesn't define whether or not something is going to be a disorder. People can use particular extremes or particular traits and make it work for them and actually be quite successful. And often it's believed that for certain executives, a certain level of narcissism can actually be a good thing. Unfortunately, it often makes these people difficult to work with, and it's not a good thing for the people who are around them. So in terms of treatment, individuals with narcissistic personality disorder don't necessarily come into treatment specifically for the personality disorder, but if the traits of the disorder lead them to the same kind of conflicts in their careers or in their personal relationships, they can develop depressive symptoms and will often present to treatment due to the depression or the anxiety that's caused by their narcissistic traits. And the best treatment for narcissistic personality disorder is psychotherapy, and it usually is a long-term treatment. But in general, individuals who do stick with treatment can improve, and that is the main point. Unfortunately, many individuals with narcissistic personality disorder can't tolerate the treatment and usually drop out of treatment before they've had any significant improvement.
This program was brought to you by 1-800-EMPATHY.
Do you anyone who
I don't really like her shoes because it didn't match her top. I would dress way better today. I should offer her some advice.
Preoccupies with fantasies of innocent success, beauty, brilliance, or added love.
You know, I saw myself in 10 years. Where? The CEO of a huge company. I love bossing people around and having a success. Honestly, I think I'm pretty good for that job.
Well, that's what you want. It's alright, I guess.
an excessive feeling of self-importance?
If yesterday I have an old man. Oh, I know. He's so lucky though. I decided to walk to work. If I did not, who knows what happened?
What do you mean?
He could drift or walk into the traffic. I'm such an unbelievable person.
Oh yeah, about that.
Requires excessive admiration.
Really? I studied all night and I got a B. That's pretty awesome.
Believes that he or she is special and unique and should associate with high status people.
The other day, my favorite restaurant messed up on my order. Well, I strongly believe in the saying, the customer is always right, so I demanded they take my food back and give me my money.
Since I believe is respectful.
Of course, you wouldn't understand.
Lacks empathy.
The weekend, my dog died.
Really, that's sad. But not a big deal to us anymore. Wow.
It's a sense of entitlement.
I was thinking we could go skydiving.
Don't you remember? How freedom means?
Just go along with it.
interpersonally exploitative.
Hey, guess what? I'm finally receiving that raise that my work I've been dying a month for.
That's awesome. You wouldn't mind if you lend me a couple $100s, right? I want to take a little vacation over the weekend with my friend.
But you still owe me money. And it's plus I still have loads of bills to pay. This should be a last time.
I can always count on you.
Often envious of orders or believes that order envious of him or her.
My class found out I scored the highest on the midterm. They all stopped talking to me.
Are you sure? It's probably all just in your head.
No, really. I think they're just jealous of my intelligence.
Then we have a solution for you.
If you said yes to 5 or more of these symptoms, the person we know may have narcissistic personality disorder.
Most common treatment for narcissistic personality disorder is psychotherapy. This may include behavioral psychotherapy, group psychotherapy, or family psychotherapy.
The goal of therapy in the long run to reshape the narcissist personalities to create a realistic self-image and better empathize with others.
Although there are no medications used specifically to treat narcissistic personality disorder, medication may sometimes be prescribed to the patient only if they display symptoms for other conditions like depression or anxiety.
If you're interested in treatment, contact us now. 1-800